Welcome to our extraordinary life, a wild ride of freedom, adventure, and not conforming to the norm. So buckle up and come along for the madness. It's going to be out the gate. Kia ora, welcome to our Out the Gate truck tour. Every small detail of our exterior, interior, and so much more. So buckle up and enjoy the ride.
We'll start at the front. We've got a Runver 24 volt, 20,000 pound winch. So this will hopefully get us out of trouble if we get into any. Up top, we've got 6 of the Nava EX2 lights. And above that, on the rack, we've got some storage. So we've got a box of basic tools. We've got a jerry can. We've got the walls to our awning. And we've got our paddleboards up there. Sometimes we have the stairs up there, but at the moment we're storing them in the boat because we're lucky enough to have the boat on board. So I'll shoot up there now and show you one of the features of the roof rack. Right, so we've got the rack tilted up. I'm going to shoot down inside here and we're in the cab. So sometimes we like to tilt it forward, open up the gun hatch and then put it back down for a bit of extra airflow. So we've got the ladders on the side. Also, we got these bars made here just to park the trees that we're cruising through. They work pretty well. And here we've got the standard battery box. We've actually fitted 4 batteries. On top we've got our isolators for the batteries and also our isolators for the winches. We've got 4 of these steady lights on the side, so 2 on each side, and actually we've got 2 on the rear as well, so we've got 6 in total. Standard fuel tank. Here is our repurposed toolbox. It's our LPG storage. Also we have a little bit of spare oil, some airlines. This wee fitting I made here, which goes onto a Geomatic airline, just so that we can run the airlines to pump up the tyres and also to blow off and clean the side and stuff. Here are our mounts for our reattachment for the truck. Windows up above are just the double glazed plastic ones that work very well. Here we've got our water heater. We've got some storage in here. If you look there, that is our underseat air conditioner. Beside it is a couple of knobs there. They actually control some of the different valves for the water tanks. Behind there is 2 pumps. We've got one for our normal everyday usage of water, and also we've got a massive lift pump so we can lift water from a river and use it as a hose, or we can lift it from a source and then fill our tanks with it. So pretty cool bit of kit. Also we've got a 240 volt outlet there to power anything we need to outside. It's coming pretty handy so far. We normally store our weight plates for the gym in here, but at the moment I've got them out just for show you guys around. They're all accessible from inside too, which is handy. A massive custom rear box made there. Pretty much all of our wetsuits, dive gear and things are on there. Wicked bit of kit. You can actually put a padlock on them as well. We've got our lights incorporated into the back. We've got another one of the same Runver winches. Absolutely grunty machine. Hopefully we'll get us out of some trouble. We'll get in one day. Under here we've got the other 2 of the steady lights. Just as an extra reversing light, or just to find a camp spot, we just turn them on and good bit of light. I've actually got 3 amber lights as well, 1 at the back and 1 for each side. I've only fitted the one on the passenger side. We'll go have a look at that now. Got this wee amber light here. It shines beautifully onto the stairs, so that if we need to go outside at night, we just flick that on. It's absolutely perfect. Look at our back platform. It's got just 2 boxes, just for storage of some gear. Also a spare gun in the back there, locked in place. And just our barbecue gas bottle on the side. If we come back a bit, you can have a good look at our 270 degree Lucas Creek awning. This thing is absolutely easy. 1 person setup takes about 30 seconds and you've just got shade all day. Perfect for barbecuing outside and just relaxing. Speaking of, and here is our barbecue. We normally put our barbecue, the table and also the platform for our entry in there as well. Same storage, just a different side. More of the weight plates and miscellaneous bits of kit. Here we've got our outdoor shower. Just lift that up there, pull our hose out, have a shower, wash your feet down before you get into the truck. Also, if you come around here, I was speaking about the wash down pump earlier. We've got this here. All you do is plug in your hose there and you can spray down as long as you have this inlet one dropped into a water source. So we can transfer water, we can wash the truck down, wash the dogs, anything. Yeah. We've got our water fill point and our breathers behind that, so it's a nice high point and just fill all our water tanks. Last thing I'll show you is how we get into the truck. So pull this out here, go to the back compartment, go down, grab out the platform, got some holes there, push it in, there's a locking pin, which goes in there, grab my staircase, there, 2 pins. That's outside done. Now let's have a look at the inside.
Time to check out the inside of our Unimog. The first thing you'll see when you enter is our amazing U-shaped seating with fake leather material seats. We wanted to have somewhere where we could sit down and eat our food and also do a little bit of admin and computer work. So this is the perfect place to do it. It also changes down into a bed, which I'm going to show you now. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pop down this table, undo the screw, and the table will drop down, and it is the perfect height and shape to fit right in there. From there we got these pillows designed so that they perfectly fit into the pocket. We wanted to have a second bed so that if we ever have any friends stay with us, if anyone comes travelling with us, they've got their own little bed, just like this.
Or if I'm in the dog box.
And this is our double bed, which I'm 160 centimetres tall and I can fit perfectly along here. Louis, what about you? Louis is 165 centimetres tall. Come lie down. Perfect. While we're here, we'll show you our first storage compartment area, and that is where Louis and I keep our clothes. It's behind the seat, pulls out like that, and then it's just got a little clip to keep it closed. And underneath here, we also have some storage that you just lift the seats, and you can also access these underneath storage from a cubby on the outside of the truck. Underneath all of this U-shaped seating area is storage, which is 10 out of 10. Another thing to note in our U-shaped seating is we have a diesel heater vent and an air conditioning vent to keep us cold and to keep us hot. The diesel heater that we bought is a Webasto diesel heater, and then the air conditioning, we didn't want to lose space on the roof. We didn't want to make the truck any taller than what it was, so we ended up putting it in our understorage seating area, which takes up not that much room, so it fits perfectly. The last thing we're going to talk about in the U-shaped seating area is this beautiful underlight. How this came about, so we needed to do something to the underbed base, but we wanted to keep it light because the bed base is on tracks and we didn't want it to be too heavy that it will wriggle around. So it's just a bit of plywood that Louis cut and varnished, and then he put some lights underneath, so it kind of almost gives off like a northern lights kind of energy. I think it looks really cool, especially in the nighttime. So it's actually one of my favorite features. We've made our way into the kitchen, and I'm going to start with something that probably stands out the most is this beautiful wooden bench top. Now this is Matai native wood from New Zealand. Louis bought it as a slab, and then he cut it down, he sanded it, and he resin poured it, and then he varnished it. So all the way from just a normal slab of wood to this beautiful finished product. It looks amazing. Yes, the dogs have already made scratches on it and a little bit of wear and tear, but still is really stunning, and it ties in the kind of the natural feel we're going for here in the truck. If you have any questions about this bench top and how Louis did it, we've actually got a separate YouTube video you can check, so make sure you check it out. Alright, the next thing you'll probably see are these amazing green tiles. It feels really cool. It's a hexagon pattern, and we got this from Tile Space, and it has a nice bronze finishing, which also goes with our bronze sink and tap. Another one of my favorite features is this sink, and it also has a, I don't even know what these are called, a pulley-outy thing. A mixer. No. What's it called? Another thing in our kitchen is this, start with this, beautiful curved joinery. Now, is it the most practical and functional? No. But is it stunning? Yes. And we didn't want to lose out on storage space, so Louis created this cute little pop-down storage where we store things. And we can also put things in the back up there if we need to. on top of our extractor fan, which is very handy for cooking. We've got some storage here, which also has air conditioning control area and diesel heater. And then we come down, we have all of our kitchen stuff. We've got cutlery, plates, air fryer and induction cooktop. We have some kick storage. Look at that. Come across another drawer. It's our miscellaneous drawer. Everyone's got one in their house. We are no exception. We've got a gas oven, which is probably one of the only kind of things where we actually brought from an RV type place. We'll get to the fridge soon, but you'll see that. More kick storage, and then under here you've got our sink, some storage, and a bin. Don't forget about the soft clothes. Woo. Here's the fridge that I just talked about. It's a full-size fridge. It's amazing. Of course, we've never ran out of room. How did we get the fridge in here? It didn't fit through the door. It didn't fit through the windows. We had to take it through the sky roof. So we've got this beautiful sky roof here. We had to bring the fridge down before we put the skylight in. So how are we going to get the fridge out if it breaks? I don't know. So yeah, full-size fridge, freezer, and then again, one of my favorite features, pull-out pantry. Look at that. So cool. It's a girl's dream, that is. So this fits all of my pantry stuff. Easy peasy. Again, soft close. We've got more toe kick storage. We've got toiletry storage. And then we've also got our linen. So it's got heaps and heaps of storage in here. The last room I'm going to show you is the bathroom and toilet area. So follow me this way. First thing you'll see is Louie on the camera in a full-length size mirror, and then you've made it into the bathroom. Right, so let's talk about this first. This is a extraction fan and a light. So you just push it up. So you just push it up like that. Let's a little bit of light in. Oh, and air in.
You can turn it on too.
Okay, you push it up like that and press that. No, press that button.
Kyle always forgets to put it on, as you can tell.
Press that button and it turns on. Yeah, that's cool. And again, the bronzes continued on from the kitchen into the bathroom area is one that you can move, so it's quite handy if you ever need to give the dogs a shower, or if we're cleaning the shower we can just move it. It's also got this bronze beautiful mixer. The floor of the shower is Queeler wood left over from something we had. And then you have a look at our little secret cubby, which is actually our pull-out toilet. Really important for us to have a pull-out toilet. It saves on space, and no one wants to see a toilet every day, especially when they're having a shower. So you open the cupboard, it's on tracks. These tracks are weighted at, each one is weighted like it, is it 80 kgs?
Something like that. Yeah.
Something like that. So as long as Louie doesn't hit 160 kgs, we're going to be all good on weight. So you pull it out as far as it goes, and then you've got a nice toilet. It is a compostable toilet, so we have wood chips that we put in there. So yeah, that's all I have to say about the toilet. And it's orange because my favourite colour is orange. So why not have an orange toilet? The last thing you're going to see in the shower is our crawl through area into our cab where our beautiful dogs are being so good. I'll take you through to the cab very shortly, but for now we have to finish the tour with our bedroom. Welcome to our bedroom. Oh, it's not our bedroom just yet. We have got our bed on these electronic actuators that bring the bed up and down. So I am about to put the bed into sleep mode. I turn on a switch, I click a button, and the bed will start to come down. Welcome to our bedroom. Welcome to our bedroom. So, Yeah, it's so cool having a bed that you can lift up and down because number one, it keeps the bed clean so the dogs don't jump all over it. Number two, it gives us lots of space. And number three, it means that we can have a king size bed. This mattress is a king size mattress, very comfortable. Yeah, it gives us plenty of room for me, Louie, and the 3 dogs. We've also got over here a little bit of storage, got a little shelf, and we've also got charging cords for when we need to charge things like our phones and stuff. We've also got this really cool lighting, and while we're up here we might as well take a look at these beautiful pre-loved, what's the word called? Reclaimed wood, reclaimed Rimu wood. Reclaimed, recycled Rimu wood. They used to be old floorboards. Louis changed them into amazing ceiling slats that again tie into that nice kind of warm, natural look. And that is our bed. The last thing I'm going to show you is our utility cupboard. Let's go. Before I show you the goods inside, check out this amazing rustic wall finish. So yes, you've got this cool curved wall that isn't too harsh on your eyes. Makes it very easy for a small space, you're not going to scrape your shoulder. It's called Rust Effect, it's from resin. We did it ourselves. You paint something on, it looks grey, you spray it, it turns orange. Amazing. I'm really happy with the finished product. Let's take a look inside. So in here, it's a bit of a mess, but some more storage. We've got some nets, put all our things. And this also is the back of the toilet, the maintenance. And
we're onto the electrical stuff, so we'll just do a quick rundown of everything we're running so far. Start in the utility closet, open it up. You can see here I put a light up the top to make everything a bit easier. We've got all our wires and cables on the side. On the other side we've got our bigger stuff. It's all going to be covered with a board, so it's just off for demonstration purposes. So we'll start at the back. We've got our DC-DC charger. So that is a pretty cool bit of kit. It can charge the batteries while we drive, so it can charge the vehicle batteries and then it can also charge the house batteries. It also has an input for another set of solar panels, so you can hook up another set and have the bank boosted, which is pretty cool. Up the top we've got our main switches. Moving over we have our Rover 100 amp MPPT charge controller. So this basically charges or takes our charge from our solar array on the roof, converts it and then puts it into our batteries. It's pretty grunty. You can either run, I think this one is 12, 24, 36 or 48 volts, so you can select your voltage, which is pretty cool. Next we've got all our circuit breakers and Bluetooth module, our mains breaker for our inverter, some bus bars, and then we've got our 3000 watt inverter charger here. So this is powering all our devices that are mains power, so our fridges, our air conditioning and all that sort of stuff. In this void area in here, it's got 2 massive batteries. They're 2 300 amp hour lithium iron phosphate batteries. They've got smart shunts attached to them, so we can monitor them via our phone on the app, or we've got a system up top you can check them, which is pretty cool. And that's our electrical cupboard done. Next up we've got a switch panel up here. So this is all our lights, fans, all that sort of thing. Outside lights, locks for our cupboards. Up here we've got our Reenergy screen. It's not on because I barely use it. To be honest, you're better off just having the app because it's a bit slow. Welcome to the roof truck. It's not much space as you can see. Start at the front right by us, we've got our max vent fan, so that pops up. To the fan, it's also got a light on it. Beside that we've got our Starlink Mini. It's just got a wee Perspex case. It's awesome. Our solar panels. So we have 4 200 watt panels and 2 100 watt panels. They're flexible panels. You just glue them down or bond them down, giving us a total solar array on the roof of 1 kilowatt. I've got another 225 watts that we can put down as a solar blanket, which we've used once. Welcome to the front where the magic happens. It might not look like it, but there's actually quite a lot of work went into the cab. The first thing we did was we wanted to improve the driving experience. So we removed all of the interior, we put sound deadening down, we put 2 layers of it, then we put carpet down. So that made the interior look a lot more modern and also a bit more comfortable. The next thing I did was I framed out the back wall, covered the back window in, made a crawl through. So if we turn around, we'll have a look. This back wall is actually flat and this is where the window used to be. which gives us a bit of a nice area to hang some things. So behind me I put in some things that we might need to grab quickly. So we've got our first aid kit, our tyre inflation deflation stuff, got our winch remotes, a dry bag which is so handy when we go to the beach, torch, and then our Bluetooth speaker. So they all just hook on with carabiners, so you can just take them off and go. We've got our wee radio in here, and then we've got our crawl through there. We've got Teddy. Hey bud.
No! He was just waiting so patiently.
We've also got these awesome grab handles on the passenger side and the driver's side. Everything else is pretty much factory, that's it.
Did you know that everything you saw in this video, we documented building the whole thing? Go and check out our DIY build series for all the information and ask any questions that you need. Thank you so much for watching our Unimog truck tour. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. Check out our other videos if you want to see some more content. Make sure you subscribe, and thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you on the next one. Bye!